Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. The Nittany Lions will put total weather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's strong. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got it out. Wide open. It's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, no, no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Snagged out of the air. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He splits the uprights. Take the opening drive and put up a 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Keeps it going. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Under fire. Bringing the heat. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Barnes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Turning it on. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Give to the running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sense that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Ballman, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback.
What?
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Yeah.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Fuck boy. No.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Dropping back, it's Vic. Quick strike complete. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. You better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Buckeyes in the hurry up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Horton. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it.
Oh, my God, bro.
For the first down. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Castellanos. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Barnes. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Penn State. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Power football with the run. Powers through the defender. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now they'll run the draw. Got the first down. Looking for more. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Vick. Finds a soft spot in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. The inside handoff. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Ocha. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive. And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Yeah, and these big fellas, man, they can run so well at their size. A lot of times you see these tight ends, they don't necessarily run around you, but so physical to be able to break tackles and then make those extra yards after the catch.
Catch in the middle, it's Horton. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Now on the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 25. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run. Gain.
when the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, how about that stick at the end? Nice job sticking the big tight end, making sure he doesn't get that first down. That's how you play physical defense. That's how you make him remember those tackles later in the game.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Pulls it, fired, complete.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Looking downfield, it's Vic. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the returner will be knocked down. Downfield, it's Castellanos. Got it in the middle. It's Kelly. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Looking for room. It's Robinson. Just steamrolling the defense. At the 20, he's got space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looking to throw, it's Vick. Quick completion on the out route. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. They did just that.
4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the right out. With the catch, it's Smith. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Got a man, it's Moore. He'll take this every time, 5 yards on the 1st down play. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Back to pass, it's Vic. And the third down pass is incomplete. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Quickly complete. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now...
Oh, he's got some space. 20. Touchdown, Penn State! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find the lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. To the air, it's Vic. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Pressure coming. Got it in the middle, it's Alchuk. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Hand off from the shotgun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. They go to the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alchuk. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch. And the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. He makes the catch. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He wants a big play here late. They fall to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. With Ohio State once again taking down Penn State in this one, the Nittany Lion fans left to wonder what might have been. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. And the Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Handoff from the gun. Makes one man miss. At the 35, he's got room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Flicks it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left, because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos.
What?
Off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of...
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Man, it's nice when you can buy some space coming out of your own end zone with a nice productive run.
Snap the ball, thinking about, make sure we don't get a safety, and now all of a sudden you've got a drive start. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions. 2.
to clear his will, kicking away first. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Linebackers trying to create some confusion.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The give on the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those head...
Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness. Once he's out in the open field, he shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Quick tempo here for the offense.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lined up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Catches and passes, sticks, and still on his feet. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Running the right zone. It's Pettis. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding the run was coming.
Myers downfield. Makes the grab outside. It's Myers.
You know, and that's real demoralizing for the defense, too, because the coverage on that play wasn't terrible. He just threw it in a place where only his guy could make the catch. There's nothing you could have done defensively to prevent that effort. Now, all of a sudden, the offense, man, they're knocking on the door.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Right to touchdown, Nittany Lions! First score of the game goes up. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard on for the first time. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. He leaves it with his back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Here's what I do. I put a great receiver in the slot, and I see how you want to set your defense. You don't want to bring a corner to him. You want to play him with a safety. You want to play him with a linebacker. You want to play zone. Okay, I'm going to use that guy as an absolute weapon of mass destruction to make big plays like this.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll go to the toss. Breaks into the open. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a man on the left. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
For quarterbacks, we always talk about soft focus around you, hard focus downfield. That quarterback was dialed into his wide receiver with laser focus, knowing he's going to get hit, not too concerned about it, though, and that's why he was able to complete that throw.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incomplete completion. Back to the passing game. The short hands, it's Haynes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion was a good example of it.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Again, he's going to lose a yard on that one. The shot that clears come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on second down. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Lets it fly. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. You just didn't have it there.
Wants to fire on second down. Using the quick game. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the shot that clears are at the line, trying to move the sticks on third and short. And the missed connection on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Edwards. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, give on the inside. And he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Time to take a shot. Brings it down on the right side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Direct snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Now, that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws. They're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. A strike downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, shot to clear!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. Took a chance on that return, and it did not pay off as he's out of bounds at the 10. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. They'll immediately call timeout.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. A little floater there that falls incomplete. Now facing a third and long. He wants to change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working that left side. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They'll the second half on the ground. He breaks a tackle. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Gets him on the ground at the 1, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
These slot receivers are being featured and highlighted in every great offense in college football. You find guys with that kind of speed, and now you isolate them on safeties, on linebackers, and big plays follow.
Breaks the tackle. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
The shot that clears, line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. At the 35, he's open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch. That play gives this offense so much confidence.
And you can tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
It's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
If you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure that you get closer to the scoring range and take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there. Now it's 4th down.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, the mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. He's going to fire deep.
No.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back to the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be
Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they got a big play.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they got it down to the 34. And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Caught in the backfield is Horton. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. The toss to the outside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. It's on target and complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense...
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Stop just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Can't get it to the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Unloads it downfield. Touchdown, Coastal! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get it done.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. On the ground, it's Bettis. Across the 35. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Running back searching for a hole. Running through contact. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He would not be denied.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, running back on the move. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front 7 has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football.
Wide open downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Pulls and fires complete. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Tries to get it on the ground. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. To throw, it's Castellanos. Deep throw off his back foot. And he holds it in at the 25.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Not a chance. Missed it. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job on this team being ready.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. They'll try the run.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Intercepted in the first drive into the pick.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Edwards. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space and pass him. They better make sure they got a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making a big take.
And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Unloads to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to convert.
Scores on a sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. He decides to keep the football. He can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Haynes. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires into traffic. Picked off. He goes down after the short return. But what a play to get the football back. Out of the gun. The running back has it. He'll try to take it back. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose.